If you've ever been on the highway with a friend or maybe your parents, then you can qualify in most places to go on an HOV lane. What is an HOV lane and what is their goal and what is their history? Well, HOV lanes mostly exist in America, Canada, and a couple other countries, including Indonesia and Australia and New Zealand. They're not as common in Europe. So basically, HOV lanes, they let cars that have two or more passengers in. They also might let EVs and other green vehicles in, and they might also let buses in, although buses generally have a specific bus lane sometimes as well. The goal of this is to have less cars on the road, and this ultimately will reduce emissions. And now, as to why Europe doesn't have as many HOV lanes, they see buses and other forms of public transport as the way to go to attempt to lessen the amount of emissions from cars instead of having more people piled into a car. So in Americans, the majority of Americans, they drive solo to work and back. And this makes HOV somewhat effective in America, where they were introduced in the 60s, starting in Northern Virginia. Since then, they have spread out to be quite common in some highway places. And in Canada, they were introduced in the 80s in Quebec, but then they have become quite common all across the country, including in my home city of Vancouver.